Hello everyone. There was a lot to unpack with AMD's reveal yesterday. It took me a while to sort it all out, and I imagine you all had to do the same. I will do my best to give you a summary and then share my thoughts. I want to tackle the DirectX topic first. About a year ago, a patent for AMD surfaced showing that they were working on a hybrid hardware and software ray tracing capability for their future video cards. I'm not sure if this DirectX ray tracing they announced is just that or if it's some variation of it. We will see in the coming days, I guess. But either way, the DirectX ray tracing is an API, which is what Vulkan is. Vulkan is what was used for the recent Doom. I talked about it in my prior recordings as it's a big deal in the Linux gaming world. I won't get into that though. We will see where things go, but I would imagine that based on everything announced, that more games will have access to AMD's version of ray tracing than NVIDIA's form of ray tracing. I'll have to do a separate recording on this as I need time to prepare my notes and ensure I'm saying things correctly, but Microsoft was working on the equivalent of a black box for DirectX. This black box could be used on Linux, assuming that somebody has the ability to program Linux around said black box. That project started in May. I've been aware of it for a while. However, I'm not really sure as to how far it's come or, for the matter, what's involved. Does it need telemetry or the other stuff? I don't know. I'm still waiting for more people to review it. Either way, that's why I think that there's going to be more access to it. It's because of the fact that Microsoft is starting to do more with open source, or at least being more open with their proprietary stuff. We'll see though. Okay, next thing to tackle is the boost clock mentioned in the slides. Jay's 2 cents did mention this, but the 5700 XT wasn't the only one where AMD video cards didn't achieve their boost or at least held it. I'm aware that there's been more than the 5700 XT that's had that issue. I don't consider it a big deal because you got insane performance to price ratio over the course of AMD's lifetime. If you look at any one of their cards, like the 5600 XT, 5700 XT, they all performed really well once the drivers were fixed. It also helped that the drivers did give them a performance boost when PCI Express 4.0 became a thing. As a matter of fact, both the 5600 XT and 5700 XT are still a good buy, assuming that their price isn't the same as the new cards. I imagine they will be on sale for Black Friday. Moving on though, the benchmarks for the 6800 were compared to a 20 Ti for a reason. It's because the 3070 is not available yet. Jay's 2 cents pointed this out as well, but I thought I would let you know that there's the reasoning for all that. The 6800 will cost $580, so we will see what the 3070 costs. The 6800 XT will be an AIB partner model, and the 6900 XT will be a reference video card only, is my understanding. As far as the benchmarks are concerned for the 6800 XT and 6900 XT, they were measured with Smart Access Memory and Rage Mode on. Only the 6800 had Smart Access Memory tested. It was not on Rage Mode. Rage Mode is essentially a one-click overclock, and Smart Access Memory is a design that allows a Ryzen-based system to leverage more abilities out of the system if you have an AMD video card with it. 6800 is 60 compute units, 6800 XT is 72, and 6900 XT is 80. According to Gamers Nexus, they are 64 stream processors per CU. The CU has a direct impact on that number as well. Another thing to point out with Gamers Nexus is that they did give NVIDIA a lot of crap for not having ray tracing games available at the very start. It took them roughly 55 to 60 days in their words. I will point out that it's very hard to make a game for something that's in-house, but whatever. Gamers Nexus did also say that AMD did respond with that there will be ray tracing games available at the start. We'll see if they hold up to that. The last thing that I need to cover on this entire topic is the numbers involved with these benchmarks. Rage mode only accounts for 1 to 2%. Smart access accounts for 6 to 10%. That means that these video cards will only get their best performance if an AMD Ryzen is in the system using smart access technologies. Rage mode doesn't really have much of an effect. That's really all there is to it. Now to give my thoughts on this. I think that it's great that AMD is finally competing with NVIDIA, though I am concerned after seeing that smart access accounts for 6 to 10%. That's a pretty big number when you're talking triple digits. That means that people who are on Intel systems still, for who knows what reason, will not be getting the full performance out of these video cards. It will only take a couple of uneducated people to say, oh, it sucks and its benchmarks aren't as good. Well, yeah, because you have to look at the system that you're using and the reason why it's not doing it. So, short version is people will use it as an excuse to, I guess you can say, try to downplay AMD's big move here. You have to give credit to AMD for using their Ryzen technologies in the memory of the video card and as well as the smart access technology. We can only see where things go from here, but for now, that's really all I can say on it. Thanks for listening.